Hey, y'all. It's your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. Coming to y'all today on this Tuesday. I just want to talk about black people being naive real quick. I know it don't make a difference. They don't listen to nothing. It's funny because for some reason it's a set of black folks who really believe in their mind that we equal. They believe they got the same rights as white people. What would make them think that we would ever be considered as equal? Do y'all know how hard we had to fight to even go to these schools, to eat in their restaurants, to drink out their faucets? Do y'all know how hard our ancestors had to fight for that? And you really believe they would just make us their equal? No matter what you show them, no matter what they see going around in society, they always think they're equal. Oh, everything got to be about race. See, y'all so naive, man. No, it don't. But guess who make it about race? They do. We had to fight to be a part of their world, to be considered human. They didn't have to fight to do nothing. So when y'all think I'm making stuff about race, y'all naive as hell. I'm just intelligent enough to know that everything that black people ever had or anything we want, we have to fight extra hard to get. Like I put up all those winnings of the lottery. It was one black man. Now for sure it's some more all over the world, but big winnings, the majority of them are white. And it took for a black man to get on my page and say, how do the machine know what color they are? Are y'all crazy? For real, y'all cannot be that slow. Y'all cannot be that naive. They the ones running the machine. They know what area people live in. Why do you think they say California have the biggest wins out of all the states? Florida. They know what area to let win. I don't know. Have y'all heard of the censors? Do y'all know why they do the censors and they knock on people's doors? So they can keep track of us. Do you know why you have a social security number? So they know who you are. Do you know why they ask you what color you are? Now, if color didn't matter, make this make sense. If color didn't matter, y'all, to all the ones that's so stupid, I don't like calling people stupid, naive and lost. That we all the same, we got the same blood. If color didn't matter, why do they ask on job applications, in the hospital, everywhere you go, what color you are? If color didn't matter, why they need to know when I apply for a job, what color am I? Do you know Jamie Foxx, real name is not Jamie Foxx? And I'm going to tell you why I'm bringing up Jamie Foxx. Because when Jamie Foxx started doing auditions for movies, I don't even remember his real name. It's a man name. But when he was auditioning for movies, they would look at his name and he noticed they would just look over him. And they would call the ones with white names to do the auditions. So he left out and he redid his whole resume and he put his name as Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx sounded like a little white girl. So when they was doing auditions and they said, Jamie Foxx, and he walked in and he was a black man, he said they mouth just fell to the floor. But it was too late by then because they cannot show that they racist. So they let him try out for the part and he got it. But he said the only reason he was even called to show his talents was by his name. And y'all naive asses go get on here and say, oh, it's not about color. It always been about color. Because if it wasn't about color, why was we kidnapped and brung over here? Why was we beat, raped, tortured, made slaves? They weren't doing that to their own people. They did it to black people. It always been about color. And for some reason, because y'all able to work these little jobs, you able to sit in a restaurants, you able to go to the hospital, you think you're the same equal as they are in life. This is why I didn't take the corona shot. For one, I know if my parents were still alive, they wouldn't have dared wanted me to take that shot. Y'all really want to believe that they giving all of us the same shot? But they trying to control the world and delete our race? You believe they're going to give you the same shot as they give little Kelly down the street? You really believe that? You don't think they're capable of having a section for black people and a section for white people to give medication? Y'all really trust those people with your life? And I ain't saying all white people are not bad, but I'm telling you, they display it every day. What I supposed to think? What do I supposed to think when I get on Facebook or social media, YouTube, anywhere, and I'm seeing people running around with blackface calling us niggas? You don't see many black people doing that. We don't run around painting our face white, calling them out their race or their names and degrade them as human. We don't walk up to them when we see them in our neighborhood. Gentrification, where they taking over our neighborhoods and asking for their ID. Why you over here? We don't ever ask a white person, why you in the hood? What you doing jogging down my street? Do y'all ever see black people doing that? Do you ever see people look at you strange? Do they see us look at them strange at a restaurant and wonder, why you over here eating? Why you like soul food? Why you sitting over here by our park? We never do that. Hardly ever. Where I live, y'all, in Grand Rapids, Michigan, we really don't have a hood. Do you know, in the supposed to be ghetto hood that we do have, you would see more white people running down the street jogging any time of the day, even at night, and won't nobody touch them? Let me or my brother run down their neighborhood in the middle of the night jogging, they'll swear we just robbed somebody. And y'all gonna say it's not about race. They'll pull over somebody with a hood on because they look suspicious. But I remember when I was in Birmingham, y'all. You know, a lot of people down there, they have legal guns, right? This white man, because I lived in the suburbs, this white man was walking down the street by a school. Actually, I went and got my daughter out of school that day. It was like I don't know if it was an AK or just a machine gun around his body with army fatigue on. Just walking down the street. So I panicked. I called 911. You know what the operator asked me? Well, what race is he? I said, he a Caucasian man. Well, you know guns are legal. Now, if I would have said a black man, what you think they would have did? They would have had the whole force come out. But the officer came, laughed and talked to him, and let him go on down the street with that shotgun around his neck. I went and took my daughter out of school. Actually, she didn't go back the whole week because I'm like, that don't look right to me. But a white person had called and said, it's a black man walking down the street with a gun around his body. What y'all think would have happened? Do y'all think he would have made it home that day? But it ain't about race. A guy not too long ago was murdered right here in my city because he got pulled over for a tail light, and then they say he had the wrong tags on his plate. They wrestled him down. It's on video. He was kind of drunk, and I think he had a warrant for something minor. Wrestled him down, got him to the ground. He went to try to stand up, didn't have no weapon, and was shot execution style in the back of his head. Do you know how many people of the Caucasian race say he deserved to die like that? He deserved it. He should have obeyed because he a slave. When your master tell you to get on your knees, boy, that's what you do. But it ain't about race. Yet you see these Karens, you see these crazy people, you see the shooters, the one that shot up the church and killed, I think, 8 Africans in the church. He went to Burger King before he went to jail. He went to Burger King. They pulled up in the drive-thru, the police, and bought him Burger King. Like, well done, son. Jeffrey Dahmer sat there and ate humans, all black and Spanish boys and men. No white ones. He liked the dark meat. He didn't die on the streets. He went to jail. A black man killed him. But let Uncle John kill 20 white boys and eat their hearts and see will Uncle John house not get burnt down. Will Uncle John make it to jail? Hell no. But it ain't about race. Y'all think I'm making this shit up. Then y'all want to argue with me. I had the same guy, I just blocked him last night because I got tired of every day. He want to argue with me about Kanye and how he's for LeBron James and Shaq is telling the truth. Just think about this, y'all. It's okay for Amazon to play the movie that Kyrie shared. He didn't even say nothing about the movie. He just shared it. It's okay for Amazon to put that movie out and make money off of it. It's okay for the producers, whoever wrote the movie, to write it and nobody say nothing. Because we didn't even know about this movie until Kyrie shared it. But as soon as the black man shared the movie that's already out, already on the web, that's when it was time to go off. You know why? Oh, they can play our movie. They can say what they want. But nigga, you think you got an opinion about my race? Nigga, get in your place. Not only that, nigga, you finna pay $500,000 for even mentioning my people. And you finna go to the head person of my race and apologize, nigga. Because if you don't, we sending you back to the cotton field. The man on Amazon, they didn't even mention him. And he the one playing the movie. But it ain't about race. And here goes Shaq and LeBron talking about, oh, he don't know how many people he hurt. How did he hurt y'all? I want them to get on TV and tell me. How did him sharing a free movie, his own opinion, his own thoughts, even if that man would have got on there and said this, I agree. I thought it was freedom. Freedom of speech and thought. So it's not? So they lie? Our constitutional rights is fake? Because that's what they're saying. He's getting punished for his own thoughts? Y'all see what they did to Nick Cannon? Nick Cannon was finna do the movie of Dr. Sippy. Because after they killed Nip was in the process of making that movie. And he mysteriously get killed, murdered. Because he's finna tell some truth. And why I think the government has something to do with Nip dying, because Nick Cannon stepped in and said, I'm going to finish the movie. And they threatened to destroy Nick. They took him off Wildin' Out. They took him off all the things he was doing. They was just taking his money. Until he bowed down and apologized for speaking the truth about our people. He couldn't even talk about his own people, y'all. He couldn't even mention what's going on. Do you know people got in trouble for sharing Farrakhan? We get in trouble for even talking about us. This is why I don't understand about black folks. Did y'all know in Florida that they have taken history, black history, out of their schools? Because they said it's certain part of history that people shouldn't remember. Oh, like you used to beat and rape people. Huh? You used to rape men? You used to hang folks and have events and your kids and everybody used to enjoy people dying. You don't want the kids to know that. But you want them to remember a lie like Christopher Columbus found America. A freaking lie. Y'all know how many lies they've been telling us. This is why they're taking these statues and stuff down. Because our dumb black butts for years been running around here, going to different states, taking pictures in front of statues, not knowing they represent slavery. That's why they're taking them down. Christopher Columbus didn't find America because America wasn't lost. They stole it. But we the thieves. How do you go in a country and just take it? Not only did you just come into a country and take it, you brung some, you kidnapped some people and brought them with you. We go take this country and bring these slaves, and we go take over, and we're going to make these false ass laws, and we're going to make them abide by these laws that we done made up. And they so dumb, they don't know They're not of this land, so they don't have to follow these laws. So they're going to listen to us. This is stolen land. So that means the laws are stolen too. They're not legal. I don't know a whole lot, but I know that. I know the Israelites speak a lot of truth. And the Moorish codes, if we learn them, we have more rights than we think we have. If we know about the Moorish laws, because we're not from here. This is not our land. Although it was black people here with the Indians, it was. But it show you that they stole the land, because why do Indians get money? You know, white people ain't giving you no money too fast. They had to prove some shit. They proved this was theirs. Now they get paid for the rest of their life. But it's a proven fact that we ancestors of slaves, that we were stolen. This is why, if you look at your last name, you got more white relatives or more white people with your last name than blacks, because you took your slave owner name. This ain't even our name. We don't even know our true identity. It's proven that we were slaves. We haven't been compensated $5. But we got to apologize for history? We got to apologize for history. And Shaq and LeBron talking about he hurt a lot of people. They've been hurting our people for over 400 years. When are they going to apologize to us? Never. You know why? Because we niggas. Niggas. So all y'all that think y'all equal because y'all got a little 401k, a little job that you've been working. I've been working the same job 20 years. I've been a slave for 20 years. Don't own not one piece of this business, this company I've been working for. Don't have no investments in this company. But I've been here 20 years, boss. And brag about it. Woo, y'all, man. You know what? That's why I like the South. Because at least in the South, people know who they are. And the ones that don't like you, they let you know. The racist ones, white folks that's racist, they tell you they don't like you. They don't even speak. See, up north, it's a bunch of fake shit. Oh, how you doing? Fake. Then when you go to the South, you see more black professional people. I was shocked when I was down in Birmingham. I seen all these fine Mandingo doctors. You go to the Department of Social Service or a medical center, all you see is black folks. Up north, the farther you come up north, the less professional people you see. And the ones that are professional, the black ones, they think they white. They turn on their own people. Have you ever called about a bill and you get a sister and she treats you worse than a little Becky will? You get Becky on the phone, she'll make arrangements with you. Your sister cut your shit off. You can't give a black person no position up here. The mentality is different. I'm better than you niggas. Y'all pathetic to me. That's why that black woman came up dead at an all-white sleepover, because she thought she was better than her sisters, and she was hanging out with Becky and them. I'm Becky and them, my friends. And Becky and them killed her. She the only one died that night. They talking about she fell over the balcony. Y'all better wake up, man. But this your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. I don't like going back and forth with people texting, so I always got to say what I feel on a video. And this guy got on here and asked me, that sound nonsense. How would the lottery machine know what color you are? By the sensors, by the area the numbers played in. Do you know they know how many people played at Miss Tracy's in the hood? And how many people played in East Grand Rapids at D&W? Do y'all see the two different areas? So they know where the gun numbers coming from. It's awfully funny that all of a sudden last night they had to do something. It was a glitch in California, and they had to do a something to the machine. And it's a $2 billion jackpot. Something happened. It always something that happens. That's cracked me up. Something always happened. And it's always in their favor. Just like with the election. Something always happen. Oh, we got to do a recount. Or something happened with the count. Crooks. Thieves. Did y'all really think they was going to let a black person? I really don't know who won that $2 billion yet. But I can just about put my life on it. It wasn't no black person. I can guarantee you it was not a black person. When that 350 million from the Mega Million was out, guess who won? Little old white folks. You think they gonna give a nigga $2 billion? Just give a nigga $2 billion? They trying to take Kanye $1 billion. You didn't even give us $2 billion. I was naive enough to play, thinking, yeah, hey, maybe me or one of my people get blessed. That wasn't happening. I looked on there today and I looked at all the lottery winners. Count them. I put them on my page. Count them. One brother. All of them. Out of every probably 1,000, one black person probably win. Maybe 10,000. They ain't finna give us no money. And they make the shit. They ain't finna give us nothing. So, we better off taking our lottery money. You know, black people, we need to get smart. We better off taking our lottery money every week, hoping and praying that we win. And put our money in our own community. And open our own banks. And open our own schools. And open our own Black Wall Street again. We got a better chance of making and surviving among each other than putting our money in their pot and let them take our money in that way. Again, we go to their stores, we spend our money. We go to their hair salons, spend our money. Why do you think that they put liquor stores and Chinese hair salons, shops, hair stores on every corner in a black neighborhood? Because black people spend the most money. Tell me, how many Karens do you see in Mr. Lee hair shop buying hair? How many Karens you see do that? Now in my neighborhood, I never seen them in there. I always see black girls in there. They either buying wigs, $300-$400. They buying edge control. They buying hair weave. They buying hair glue. They buying braids. They buying braided hair. They buying hair dye. All that in Mr. Lee's shop, and Mr. Lee hate us. Mr. Lee and his grandma Susu, they will follow you all over the store thinking you go steal. And what our dumbass sit there and give them our money. And they pretty much accusing us of being thieves. My husband, my ex-husband, when we was in Alabama, I'm going to let y'all go after this. He went into the hair store with me. He just happened to walk in there because he was looking for something for his beard. And when he got ready to walk back out, he was trying to go back out the door he came in, because in Birmingham, you got to go on one side and come out the other one, because the other one got a metal detector. So the Chinese guy jumps in front of him and asks him what he was doing. He said, I'm going back to my car and waiting on my wife. They said, no, you got to go out this door. He said, no, the fuck I don't. Why I got to go out that door? He pointed at the metal detector. So he said, you pretty much thinking that I stole some shit. So you trying to tell me to go out this door to see if I stole some shit, right? And he said, Nina, come on. You ain't spending a damn dime in here. And we both went out the same door we came in. And he said, call the police. They tried. What they did, and when the police came, they told them it's no law to walk out of a certain door. He had the nerve to say he didn't know if we stole something or not. I never went back in that store. Could you believe that? In front of my daughter. You accused us of stealing in front of my daughter. He didn't even see us take nothing. Because we didn't want to go through his metal detector, we stole something in his mind because we're black. It's a mall in Rivertown Mall right now in Grand Rapids. A store. They have $8 items, the cheapest shit you can find. I done seen the shit in Chicago. The sunglasses and stuff in Chicago is only like $1.50, $2 when you go over in Chinatown and buy them. So he then went to Chicago, New York, got this cheap ass shit and opened an $8 store in Rivertown Mall in Grand Rapids, right? Me and my kids was in there. My son went to try some glasses and to walk away, look in the mirror. Do you know the guy stopped him from walking away from the table? No, it's mirror there. Then his grandma, or his mama, she walking around with her hands behind her back. These weren't even Chinese people. These was Spanish folks. Arabs, I guess. Watch my grandbaby. They had one on each one of us watching us for some $8 shit they paid $1 for. Because we was black. They assumed we was going to steal. But we treated the same, huh? But let me go, y'all. I ain't going to keep on talking. I'm not. Let me read what he said real quick. I hate not to answer people. He said the California rig. You know what? It ain't just California. It ain't just California. You know, it's just the world we live in. All over this country. Everywhere we go. We targeted. We treated wrong. We called niggas. We treated like we thieves. We treated like we the criminals. But the only explanation I can get out of that is what Farrakhan said when this white woman said to him. She said, "We're afraid of you guys. We feel threatened around a lot of black people." And Farrakhan broke her ass. Now, you know that was the wrong person to say that to. He said, "No, you're not afraid of us because we never killed y'all. We never hung y'all. We never raped y'all wives and daughters because we don't want to." He said, "You know what you're afraid of? You're afraid of my people doing to you what you've been doing to us for 400 years plus. That's what you're afraid of. You ain't afraid of what we did to you because we ain't did nothing to you. You're afraid that we might do the same to you that you done to us." She turned red and sat her ass down because that's the true fact. Know who y'all are, please. Because you live in their neighborhoods, because you work at their jobs. Trust and believe. Behind your back, you a nigga. Until we recognize that and stand together, we will always be a fallen race. I gotta go, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.